So I watched Predator Badlands. This is the latest Predator film. It is directed by Dan Trachtenberg, however you say that guy's last name. He directed Prey, and he directed Predator Killer of Killers. And this movie is very interesting, to say the least. So it follows a predator who is going out on a hunt, obviously very similar to what we've seen in past movies, but he's now the protagonist, which, correct me if I'm wrong, I haven't seen all the Predator movies. I think this is the first time they've done something like this. And on his hunt, he finds a synth from the Alien franchise. And so this movie is basically a romp, like a fun space adventure romp with a predator and a synth kind of teaming up and working together. It's like totally not where you would expect the Predator franchise to go. And in a lot of ways, it's kind of everything that people feared the Predator franchise would become with Disney owning it. Because this is kind of the Disneyfication of Predator, right? Like, it's fun. The synth is kind of a humorous character that's cracking jokes all the time. It's rated PG-13, which is probably going to scare a lot of people. But the reality is that it works. It actually totally works. And that's because of one simple reason. A good movie's a good movie. Dan Trachtenberg, he totally earned his right to go and try something new with Predator after directing Prey, which was a very traditional Predator movie, and after directing Predator Killer of Killers, which was that animated movie, which, let's be real, is like 3 different Predator movies in one. So it's like, how many times at the end of the day are you just going to remake the first Predator movie, right? Like, how many times are you just going to have a group of humans that are being hunted by the Predator, and then, one human is super smart and ingenious, and he, or she, manages to take down the Predator. I mean, it's a formula that works, don't get me wrong, but it's like, at a certain point, you kind of got to take the franchise in a new direction. Now, it is rated PG-13, but that's really only because there are no humans in the movie. It's on an alien planet, so the Predator is fighting a bunch of aliens, so it's alien blood and guts galore, and there are synths on the planet. So because there's no humans being killed in this, that's really the only reason this is PG-13. The movie does not shy away from gory Predator goodness. And yeah, and I think Dan Trachtenberg also does a good job of showing us a little bit more of the Predator society. I think he successfully humanizes the Predators in a way, right? Like, having a Predator protagonist kind of deconstructing the ideology of the Predator, species in an interesting way, and not in a way that, spits in the face of the old Predator movies. Now, don't get me wrong, this movie isn't going to win Best Adapted Screenplay at the Academy Awards or anything. At the end of the day, this is just a dumb, fun action movie. But it's a dumb, fun action movie with a surprising amount of heart and with characters that you can get into. And I think you can't really ask for much more of that for a Predator movie in 2025. So look, I can totally see a lot of like diehard Predator fans not liking this. Like, if you just want to see another Predator movie again, then yeah, this movie might upset you. And I will say this, the Disneyfication of this movie is not entirely successful. Like, the synth character, she's a jokey character. She makes a lot of jokes. She makes a lot of quips. And at times it is too much. I mean, it truly is. Like, there are times where I'm like, okay, you really could have cut back on the jokes here. But at the end of the day, I did like their relationship. The movie does have genuine heart. So to me, it didn't really ruin the movie whatsoever. So yeah, I like Dan Trachtenberg. I feel like he has a really good handle on this franchise. And I want to see what else he does with it. I feel like they're probably building up to another Alien versus Predator, like a remake of that concept, because I believe those movies were made non-canon, right? So I think Disney is building up to try to retry that. And I would like to see Dan Trachtenberg helm that, because I think at this point he's earned it. With having directed now 3 really solid Predator movies in a row. But yeah, I am curious to know if like Dan Trachtenberg is sort of communicating with whatever team is making Alien Romulus and Alien Earth. Like, I don't know if they're working together to build up to something, or if like those guys are kind of doing their own thing and Dan Trachtenberg is just using aliens. I don't know exactly how this is all working, but I think there's a lot of potential here. So yeah, I definitely recommend watching it. And I will also say this. I do think that there is a little bit too much hype coming from the early critic reviews. Like, the movie has a 90% on Rotten Tomatoes, but I think people need to understand that it's a 90% on Rotten Tomatoes because 90% of the critics like the movie. They're not saying that this movie is like an amazing movie. They're saying that it's a fun movie. So go into this expecting a fun movie. Don't go into it expecting to change your life. So anyways, that's my review of Predator Badlands. Have you seen it? Are you going to see it? Let me know in the comments down below. Also subscribe, like the video. Goodbye.